My ability to see and hear spirits got crystal clear when I stopped doing this one thing. It was when I stopped using discernment. Let me explain. Better yet, let me share my experience that led to this insight. Years ago, I went through a lot of professional mediumship training. I did all the classes, all the courses. I worked with many of the big names that are out there today. The one thing that all the training had in common was this emphasis of discernment. And the emphasis was about developing this ability to judge what's your own thoughts and imagination versus authentic spirit communication. And so anyway, I was also going around to all these mediumship development circles and psychic fairs, and I was doing a lot of readings for free just to get my practice. And what I noticed was my connection with spirit was random at best. And even when I did make a connection, it didn't feel as strong as it should be. Until the day that it was. I was at a family gathering one day when my brother's girlfriend came up to me and was telling me about an interaction that she was having with a spirit at my brother's house. She would tell me every time she got done cleaning the kitchen, she would walk out of the kitchen and then come back in and some of the cabinets would be open. And she said she believed it was a spirit and that she could sense something in the kitchen. She also said it used to play with the lights and do all the other typical stuff that spirits do as well. And so my brother overheard the conversation, and knowing that I was going through the training, he asked if I could help out. Now, this was the first time a family member had ever asked me to do a reading on them. I was pretty intimidated, and I almost didn't do it. But I remember thinking to myself, this is my brother. He's seen me do some really stupid shit. So I decided to go for it and give it everything that I had. And because it was my brother, I wasn't worried about getting it wrong or looking like a fool. And so when I began to connect with the spirit that was in my brother's house, it started off slow. And I was just giving whatever the spirit gave me. I was just letting it all out, letting it all fly, without any judgment, without editing, without filtering it. I was just letting it all fly. And I remember seeing this baffled look on my brother's face. And at about that time, I felt this energy wash over me. The information was coming so fast and so quick, it felt like I was riding a wave. The information that the spirit gave was that he owned the house sometime before my brother did, and that he was in the Navy when he was alive, and he had this fascination with the water. And he told me about this painting that he painted that my brother found when he was remodeling the house. He wanted my brother to take that painting and go put it out in the Gulf of Mexico for him. And that's why he was bothering his girlfriend. She just happened to be the most sensitive one in the house. And so my brother told me that he had no idea about this painting. He had no recollection of finding anything. So I asked the spirit to tell me where it was. And with great detail, the spirit told me exactly where it was in my brother's outdoor shed. And my brother said that that was impossible. He had just cleaned the shed out and that he knows exactly the spot the spirit was talking about, and he knew that it was not there. But his girlfriend was very persistent and insisted that he go check anyway. And he did. And guess what he found? That's right. The painting. Exactly where the spirit said it would be. And that experience showed me when you judge, filter, or discern what you're receiving from the spirit, you cut off your connection. And that in order to ride the wave of the energy of the spirit, you must just start giving whatever is coming through. Once I did that, I never had a problem with spirit communication again. Follow for more.